as the shots kept missing, did you see guys kind of mentally struggling with that?
Yeah, sure. I absolutely saw that, and can't have that. It starts with Anthony. I thought he struggled early, and then you could just kind of see the light go out a little bit for a while, and then obviously we had to try to get him going in the second half, but I think it was one of those games where he kind of came out with a predetermined mindset of what he was trying to do, and just rather than just playing the game that was in front of him. So,
what do you think defensively, especially over the middle couple of quarters? It just seemed like there were probably some.
Yeah, just like certainly some breakdowns. I didn't like the way we started defensively with some of the things we were doing. We haven't discussed any of that all week, making stuff up out there. So. I don't know. It didn't look like us at all. Didn't feel like us at all. And all credit to them. They came in and took it to us. So.
How much changes for you guys if Curry has to miss multiple games in this series?
Pardon?
How much changes for you guys if Curry has to miss time in the series? Like in terms of like how you attack them and I guess how you defensively game plan all of that.
Yeah, well, obviously allows us to move matchups around and different things like that. So we'll look at it.
When the 3-point shots haven't been falling for you guys, do you try to change what you're doing, or as long as you're generating good looks, that's what's important?
Yeah, listen, obviously you go to the basket a little bit more. I didn't think we solely relied on the three. I thought we were generating threes by getting to the paint a little bit. We didn't finish well around the rim when we had opportunities to do so. That's certainly got to be an improvement for us. A lot of the shots are good. It's just maybe not the rhythm that we need to be playing in. Right now, we got to establish a better rhythm.
You mentioned it kind of starts with Ant. Is that something maybe you mentioned kind of the energy, the spirit starts with Ant. Is that something that you and he talk about maybe ahead of game 2 now?
No, I mean, what is there to talk about? I mean, you're the leader of the team, and you got to come out and set the tone. In all ways that happens. And if your shot's not going, like you still have to carry the energy, So, I don't think there's, if I got to talk to guys about having the right energy coming into opening second round game, then, we're not on the same page. So,
when you say did make the extra pass, was that also mostly in transition, or was it in the half court?
No, in the half court too. I thought they did a good job of closing you out. I thought there was a lot of open guys next to the shooter that we could have made one more pass, keep them on the run a little bit more. So.
And then the zone, they run it a lot. You expected.
I mean, they ran it for about 5 minutes, and we struggled against it, but they ran it for about 5 minutes in the second. So.
Chris, how do you impose your size advantage more in game 2?
Well, we've got to. Obviously, Rudy had a moment in the fourth quarter out there. We need more of that for sure. I thought Julius started well, and we've got to be better on the glass. We've got to be, win the battle in the paint, whether it's on both sides of the ball. So. But, it was defensively, I thought, where we got a bit loose with those guys. And that's why we had to go to a different lineup. So.
The first round is obviously source material for the Warriors to prep for this one.
Pardon?
The first round is source material for the Warriors to prep for this one. Did you see anything in terms of the way they played you defensively as a carryover, how the Lakers played you in game 5 when you shot poorly from 3?
No, I mean, the Lakers put 2 on the ball pretty much all night long. These guys were more heavy switching, kind of swarming Ant and stuff like that. So. Any other questions? Thanks.